Hi everyone, this is just a short session on how we can use Traction tools to manage our L10 meetings. You may have received an invite to access the tool. Please set up your login credentials and this is the screen that you will typically be exposed to. The black bar above allows us to manage the entire tool, and on the top right you can edit your profile and set up a profile picture and the name you would like to be displayed for yourself. So what you're looking at is the workspace. It is the default workspace that is created by the system for you based on the meetings that you're a part of. So you can click on the drop down here, and what you're looking at is a primary workspace. The tiles that you see out here are editable, so you can create a custom view for yourself and only look at the data that you want to see. Some of you may not be seeing any data. So if you would like to see the data for a particular meeting, just click on this drop down and you'll see meeting workspaces out here. Go to the meeting that you'd like to see. So I'll go to PMAC Core and it'll open up the workspace for that particular meeting. So it'll have the entire scorecard out here, and as you keep scrolling down below, you'll see the other tiles for the rocks, the to-dos, issues, stats about the meetings, and any headlines that are added. These tiles are not editable, but you can add content here, you can add rocks, you can update the status of your rocks, you can check off the to-dos. Just clicking here will check them off. You can even change the date on the to-dos, and you can add any issues out here. Adding headlines comes easy here as well. All these options are also available out here. You'll see these three light gray icons. The bookmark icon is for adding people headlines, and you can assign them to more than one meeting. The pin icon is for issues, and you can assign them to one meeting at a time. And the check mark icon is to add to-dos. So you can even have a personal to-do list, and you can even attach it to the other meetings that you're a part of. So this is how you will typically be adding data on Traction tools, or the scorecard here also allows you to enter values for the metrics that you're supposed to update. Typically, the highlighted column is the current week that we are in, and the numbers that you enter here will speak to the data of previous week. So this was all about how you can enter data into your level 10 meetings. And the other aspect of using the tool is actually using the tool in the meeting itself. So you'll see this little button that says L10. When you click on that, it opens the list of L10 meetings that you are a part of. Typically, the scriber would go into this screen and start the meeting. So I'm not starting the meeting, but I'll just click on PMAC Core here. And this is the screen that you see. Since we use Zoom in the company, the screen share session really helps, and just the scribe or the convener can start the meeting as a leader. The agenda out here allows you to easily navigate in the different sections that we have, and the little gear icon allows us to customize the meeting to our needs. So I am just going to preview the meeting. So the first item in the agenda would be the segue. On the left here, you'll see a ticker. So you can see how much time you've spent on the meeting. And the system doesn't automatically take you through these items. The scriber will typically click on each of these to move to that section. The highlighted column here is the data that everybody will be speaking to, and these icons here, you'll see a pin and a checkbox here. So this enables us to actually add context aware issues and context aware to-dos. So it basically saves on a lot of typing, and you can directly add issues. Anything that you add will go into the IDS list automatically, and any to do you enter, you can actually mention who is accountable for that to do, And if you add multiple people, it will create multiple to-dos for, it will create the same to-do multiple times for these different people. Moving on to the rocks, there's this cool toggle functionality to update the rocks, and similarly you have the pin icon for issues, the checkbox for adding to-dos. On the people headlines, you can add the headlines as you go, or if team members have added headlines in the workspace, then they too show up here. The to-do list typically only has to-dos that haven't been completed. So all the to-dos that are complete move to the archive section, and they can be accessed, but they'll not be visible out here when you're having the meeting. For instance, this test to-do was created just today, and it was checked off, so it is appearing. But if this was done last week, then it won't be part of this list. The to-dos that are marked late are the ones where the due date is past more than 2 weeks. So they need special attention and they get called out with this little sticker. When we move to the IDS list, the system allows us to prioritize the issues, and it automatically sorts the issues in chronology of priority. When you click on them, it opens up a little note bar where you can just take down notes, and everything is on autosave, so you can just take notes and it automatically gets saved. You can create new issues right here, new to-dos right here, and once you click on resolve, this entire issue will go away from this list and again move into archive. When you click on conclude, typically it will show you all the to-dos that were captured. Since we're in preview mode, you're not seeing it here, but it will show you all the to-dos that were captured. It will ask you if there are any other to-dos that you want to mention, and it will also ask you for a rating by all the attendees of the meeting. So I'll just click on exit preview here, and the scriber will be able to end the meeting for you. One last part is the accountability chart. Out here you see AC. This stands for accountability chart. When you click on it, you can see Ziva's accountability chart with a few levels of data inputted. It's a drag and drop page, so you can drag the page to the center of the screen, and you can see a few levels of data here. It is not completely up to date, but it's just for reference. Please don't go by this chart. Please keep in mind that you can arrange the tiles as you want for your primary workspace, but for the other meeting workspaces will not be editable. And there is also an app for the tool, which is very user friendly and very intuitive. So please do give that a try as well once you're set with your login credentials. And that, I think, takes care of the training on the tool. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be happy to give you a walkthrough one-on-one as well.